going on, guys? Razorline here. Shorter video, but we will get right into it. We're going to be talking about my predictions, just some of them for this upcoming fight night. Not a great one, but it is what it is. Do I do this one? I guess. Eileen Perez versus Macy Chiasson. Eileen Perez. I think she subs her, probably. But I'm never going to pick a finish in a women's fight, so we're going to go Eileen Perez by decision. God, does this guy not just look like... I don't even know what this guy looks like. He looks like what I envision when I think of like an Aztec. This is somebody that would have gotten sacrificed during the Aztec Empire. I don't even know. I'm gonna go with Kevin Borjas. I think that he's going to. I think he'll be able to evade. And now you know what? We're gonna go with the. We're gonna go with the up and coming fighter Rodriguez. Edgar Chairez versus Felipe Bunes. I'm gonna go with Edgar Chairez. I think that he. He's fought better people. Not necessarily that he did better against better people, but I remember this is the guy that that Josh Van fought 2 months after getting knocked out. He's also lost to Taira, but he went to decision with both of them, and he beat CJ Vergara, which is not an incredible win, but I mean, he did it. Daniel Zellhuber versus King Bobby. God, this is a hard one. Daniel Zellhuber, man, he has some pop on his shots. He has some pop. But he also, a lot of the time, looks like a fucking punching bag. That fight, at the Sphere against Ribovic, I mean, he landed some good shots. Ribovic landed some good shots. I don't know how he stayed alive during that fight. I know Bobby fought one time since getting the spinning heel kick KO. But I mean, this is not a great win, and he went to split decision. Fuck it, dude. We're gonna go with Bobby, bro. Actually, no, we're not. I hate Bobby Green. We're gonna go Daniel Zellhuber, probably by decision. Cheeto versus David Martinez. I've been seeing Cheeto talking crazy, man. I've been seeing him talking crazy leading up to this fight, saying I'm gonna go back to being an entertaining fighter. You know, I'm locked in, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. If he's in that form, does he beat David Martinez? Yeah. But if he's not in that form, if it's the same Cheeto that we've been seeing, then I mean he's gonna lose. But then again, who has David Martinez fought? He beat Simon Oliveira. He beat Rob Font. That's actually a good win. I cannot lie. That's actually a good win. But I think that I think Cheeto's experience is gonna show out here, and his granite chin. Everyone remembers that knee from Sean O'Malley. Hopefully he shows up how he says he's going to. Hopefully he goes back to the original, the Cheeto that we all remember and love. Anyways, on to the main event. Brandon Moreno versus Loner Kavanagh. We all remember Charles Johnson, man. I mean, we saw what happened to him recently. That was not that did not look great. But I mean, he knocked out Joshua Van too, who is the current champion of this division. I was really sold on Loner Kavanagh, and he looked great in for the first 6 or so minutes, 6-7 minutes of that fight against Charles Johnson. Kavanagh looked great, and then I think he got gassed out. I think he thought he could get Charles Johnson out of there. He completely gassed, and then Charles caught him. Now, going back to that knockout loss. That was in what, August? That was late August. So that's what, September, October, November, December, January, February. That was 6 months ago. Is 6 months? I mean, he's only 26 years old. Is that enough time for your chin to recover? Not that Brandon Moreno is a good striker. I mean, he has good striking, but where's the power? The power is non-existent. I mean, he has some KOs on his record, but I mean, what? He KO'd Brandon Royval by Brandon Royval getting injured. He KO'd Kai Kara France with body shots. Is he going to be able to body shot KO Kavanagh? No. Is he going to be able to standing KO him? Probably not. If Lohner did not get knocked out 6 months ago. And Charles Johnson knocking out Joshua Van, and then Van coming back 2 months later against Edgar Chairez. That it's not really comparable in this situation because yes, Joshua Van got knocked out, but I mean it was he was still awake. Like he might have been dazed. He got dropped for sure. It was a nice uppercut. He got dropped, but even when Charles followed him to the ground, I mean he kind of got up, right afterwards. He wasn't out cold. Lohner Kavanagh was out cold, like bad. Really bad knockout. I think this fight is I think this is Brandon's fight to lose. Like I said, Lohner got gassed out in the second round against Charles Johnson. Do I think he'll come into this fight more reserved and not waste his gas tank? Probably, but even if he doesn't, how much is that going to matter? Brandon Moreno, two-time champion in this division. He's been 5 rounds countless times. Did lose recently to Tatsuo Taida, but it was not a... I wouldn't say it was really there was some controversy in that loss in the stoppage. Kavanagh's only chance to win this. He's not going to win by decision, and he's not going to knock out Brandon Moreno. His best option is doing what Tatsuo Taida did and trying to get him to the ground and then just kind of ground and pound him. But I mean, if he gets taken down in the first round, it's pretty much over from there. I'm going to go with Brandon Moreno as much as I like Lohner Kavanagh, and I want him to win. I think Brandon Moreno has too much experience going into later rounds, and I think that he just has the ability to, kind of impose his will on Kavanagh, who's still young and got knocked out brutally 6 months ago. So I'm going to say Brandon Moreno by... I'm going to say a ground and pound. No, I'm going to say sub. I'm going to say second round sub for Brandon Moreno. So yeah, those are my predictions for this fight night tomorrow. Hopefully we can get through this, and then we're on to Holloway versus Oliveira too. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening. Peace.